The hurricane making landfall, expected to destroy Florida, comes in hard and fast, but seems to be weakening into a tropical storm. Can the hurricanes re-strengthen the storm and unleash the power and destruction that it's capable of and take down the Florida Panthers to move on to the Stanley Cup final?
And it's not over until it's over.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Blueshirt Barn Hockey Show. My name's Tom Murphy. It's Jerry Spangenberg on the other end with me here.
Welcome to the party.
Yep, it's getting off to a pretty good start here. I mean, this Edmonton-Dallas game is looking pretty good. Edmonton's up 1-0. Obviously they're up 3-1 the other night. The shots are pretty even. It's getting a little feisty out there between these two teams. Edmonton has to stay out of the penalty box.
Well, they're keeping the play to the outside, both teams, and they're keeping short passes. And they're keeping it pretty tight right now.
Their penalty kill is not very good. Dallas has a lot of firepower, so Dallas just took a penalty here. But that was a huge comeback by Dallas the other night, and we'll see where this goes tonight. Edmonton is just scary. Like, they just have this other gear sometimes where it's like and Dallas is a skilled team. You know what I mean? Like, to sit there and sometimes they look slow sometimes compared to Edmonton. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a big game because Edmonton needs to split this series and get back in Edmonton.
They don't need to go home 2-1, down 2-0. I mean, it's but like I say, they're on the power play right now. It would be nice to get a 2-0 lead. There's about 30 seconds left in the period. So, we'll see where this goes. But
you don't want to go down 2-0 like Carolina.
Oh, my God. And, it's one thing to be down 2-0, but
bad spot.
They got destroyed last night. Destroyed.
Yeah.
And, I don't know how you even come back from that. And
you could see it in everybody, including the players. They were deflated. They gave up already on the series.
Florida is just so weird because it's not like they're the biggest team in the league ever or anything like that, but they just grind you down and they just force you into mistakes and they just keep. And one thing about Carolina that I really respect, you very seldom see them outworked, and they're just getting smashed, and pushed around. It's I really don't know. And their goaltending has been an issue in the past, and it's still an issue. I really don't know where they go from here. I really don't, because
I think if they start dumping in, put a slow high dump in the corners and keep it away from Bobrovsky, they have a chance to fight it out in the corners, but they're not doing it. They're not. They're trying too hard almost, and they're getting caught.
Honestly, game one, I thought Eddie Olczyk made a great point. He goes, they're trying to get into a street fight with Florida. He goes, it's the wrong thing to do. He goes, they're going to lose. Yeah. They can't go shot for shot with them because that one thing about Florida. They're big. They have size. They have some size and stuff like that, but they have nastiness too. That Bennett is such a nasty player to play against. He's just hard. You know what I mean? And he'll do anything. He doesn't care who he punches, who he takes out. It's just. And Kachuk too. Same thing. He doesn't.
They get away with it. That's the problem. They did it last year too. Bennett punched. Who was he? Punched one of them and knocked him out. It might have been Marchand. Yeah, now they're playing together.
You know what's so funny though? I have to give Bennett full credit because that was the smoothest thing you've ever seen when he whacked Marchand last year. Just the way they came together and he was just bang and just uppercutted him and then why is Marchand not in the game? And I was yeah, he just got his bell rung. It was it. But I have to give it to him. He took it like a champ,
though. He didn't complain.
No, he took it on the chin in more ways than one. But It was
Yeah.
just so smooth the way he did it, and it's so funny. Like you see all these like Toronto people. We need to sign Sam Bennett. We got to sign Sam Bennett. All these Ranger people. We got to sign Sam Bennett. Okay, if you give Sam Bennett $10 million, is he going to play the same way? I don't know.
Yep.
You need to
And
draft
he's getting
players
older
like.
too, so
Mm-hmm.
you're paying for him towards the as he's getting older, not in his prime.
And listen, you'll see some of that, but I don't know. You've seen a lot of sports. Once the guys get the money, like they
Yeah.
act different.
Yeah.
It changes everything. You know what I mean? And he's going to
Especially
get
when
paid in the
they've
summer.
already won a cup.
Listen, if they win again and he leaves there, he's going to get paid really well by somebody, whether it's Florida or somebody else. Like he's going to get
Yep.
paid upwards of like $8 to $10 million easy. Like it's,
No doubt.
and he's not even a 30-goal scorer. So you're investing that kind of money in a guy
And you're
that's like a 50.
investing in his playoffs. That's what you're
Oh
investing in,
yeah.
his playoff skill.
Oh, and listen, when he's on the prowl, like he's real good. You know, like
Oh yeah. A lot of those
but
guys are, man. They are just steamrolling.
Florida's just a
Is a
different
good
animal,
word.
I think, right now. Like no pun intended, but they're
I'm
just
telling you, if they went back, if Carolina got back to the way they played, they'd have a fighting chance. And they got to get back to that speed game that they play. They got to dump it in the corners and keep it away from that goalie like they did, and get a guy in the half board, get a guy behind the goal, and get a guy in the corner there after the puck. It just they cycle that area so well, and they just get
I
away
just think
from it. And
Florida's in their head. I really do.
they
Like
are now, no doubt. When you're down
yeah,
2-0
oh,
like that, and they get destroyed that bad,
I saw
have a
Jordan
goal
Stahl.
taken away.
That Jordan Stahl this morning, like, and that's a guy who's been around the block a few times, like, and he was just like, they kicked our ass, like, up and down the ice. Like, it wasn't even a game. Like,
Yeah.
it looks like they're almost like toying with Carolina. They're like, yeah, okay, come on. Like, you want to play a
And
little
the
bit?
last
All right.
time,
Watch
the
this.
last time they won
Bam.
an Eastern Conference Final game was 2006 when Rod Brindamore was the captain of the Carolina Hurricanes. That's how long it's been,
Yeah.
and they went on to win the cup that year.
They're
So
0-14 in conference
that
finals.
tells
And
you how bad they are, and it's in their head. These players
you
don't
know,
believe right now.
nothing for nothing. They were probably happy when the Rangers didn't make the playoffs because we bounce them every year. But like
They
now they have this other thing in front of them. Like it's
actually,
nothing for nothing. The whole
Florida knocked
East.
them out in 2023.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The whole Eastern Conference is chasing Florida. Like it's not even close. Like they're just that much better than everyone else right now. That's it.
I think the whole league is going to be chasing Florida. They still.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Edmonton last year. They went 7 games with Florida. So like they can hang with them. Like can Dallas hang with them? I don't know. We'll see.
I think the Florida management came up with a format and outline of each position on each line that they're looking for a specifics on each player, and I think they've hit it like really good. And I think Brad Marchand was like really kind of one of the final pieces to the puzzle because of how he's an aggravator, an agitator, but I think that they have certain players that they need their centers. They have certain players that are their playmakers, and I think they have their certain players that are their toughness. You know what I'm saying? And the
Think about
guys that are
this.
going to clear the front of the net.
A few years ago, they had the best record in the league, Florida, point wise, and got bounced by Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay spanked them. And they said Tampa Bay like laughed at them. They were like, they're soft. They fired the coach and brought Paul Maurice in, and they acquired Kachuk. They got Bennett, and all of a sudden, the whole dynamic of that team changed. They
Yeah.
went from this finesse, run and gun, like we're gonna try to win every game 7-6. where it's like, no, we're gonna like pound you, we're gonna like grind on you, and we're gonna like wear you out, and like
That's what they
it's
do.
it's a whole different animal now. Like it's
I saw a clip the other day with Paul Maurice. He said forget about the plays. He's like, make their F&D pay every
yeah.
time they touch that puck. Make their F&D pay for it. And
Even
that's
I
what
saw
they
an
do.
interview with Kachuk last year. He goes, "This isn't a fun system to play in. This isn't like Edmonton in the '80s where it was run and gun and like you're up and down the ice like trading goals or trading chances." He's like, "It's hard, it's tedious, but it works." You know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
they have the
Yeah.
right players, and it's look at that guy Mikula the Rangers had a couple of years ago. They acquired him in the Tarasenko trade. That guy
Leafs
looks
won
like
the
a
Stanley
different
Cup
guy
now.
down there. Like he's all of a sudden he went from being like a guy who's like a fifth or sixth defenseman. He plays top 4 minutes now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they say he
Unbelievable.
wanted to stay in New York. That like kills me. And I get they didn't have the cap space, but like it's just like, man,
The people they
like
get rid of, they shouldn't have got rid of.
again, the cap didn't go up for a few years. This year it went up. Like you watch July 1st, there's going to be some crazy money thrown around. Crazy money.
Oh yeah. Yep. You're 100% right. Anyway,
On a couple lighter notes, I was listening a little bit to the hockey news today, and everyone says it's like imminent. Chris Kreider will be traded from the Rangers. So I listened a little bit, and I think it's a valid point because Rangers have to free up some cap space to reshape this team. Kreider's an obvious candidate. 2 years, $6.5 million a year. Pretty easy to move, I think. So, I mean,
Rangers
we'll see.
Rangers need about $20 million in cap space, and they got 8.7 million as of right
There
now.
you go.
So
So if
you're gonna
you,
see
there's going to be
happening.
multiple moves by the Rangers.
Yes. Yeah, you're gonna see some big stuff.
I
happen
wouldn't be
'cause-
surprised if the right deal comes along if Lafreniere is traded. I heard like some guys talking about. I know Valaket has touched on this, and Valaket's really good. I really admire him and like the things he says, and he goes like these guys. He goes, he's not in shape. Like Zibanejad too. He goes like Larry Brooks brought this up today. He goes, like if you're gonna bring Zibanejad back, like no more of this baloney you showing up in September. You need to be here in the off season and work here, not over in Sweden or wherever you're doing. Lafreniere too. He's up in Montreal hanging out, doing whatever. He goes, the guy looks gassed half the time. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah. Yeah,
so
because he's out hanging out. He's not exercising. He's not in shape.
exactly. And it's they Rangers are going to have a very interesting offseason, to say the least.
Yep.
One other thing I had, I don't want to mispronounce this guy's name. The Islanders hired Matthew Darch, I believe is how you say it. He's been with Tampa Bay for a number of years. Assistant GM, last three, he was on both those. Was the assistant GM for both the Cup champion teams, and had a sporadic like NHL career. 250 games in the AHL, 500 plus in the AHL. So up and down. A lot of people think this is a
He got
great
a pretty
hire
good career,
around the
huh?
league. Yeah. A lot of people think it's a really good hire by the Islanders, so we'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? The Islanders had the first pick in the draft, so
they need
it's
something.
very interesting. Yeah, they do.
They're
Lamoriello's a
not
great
very good,
GM,
so.
great executive, and everything, but he's also like 80 years old. Like, how much longer can you go? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sure he's still sharp and everything like that, but I just think the Islanders need to change of direction because their farm system has a lot of problems. They have not a lot coming up from that end, and it's just like that team. Like a lot of people are saying, is Brazil going to get traded in the off season? Like I don't know. Like they're kind of a team in flux because they can barely make the playoffs, but at the same time, like, I mean, we destroyed the Islanders this year, and the Rangers stunk. Like one guy brought up this point. You look at them, like, you're barely a playoff team. You can't beat anyone, like, anyone good. Like, you have to, like, change his team. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, well, if Lamoriello would have stayed, Palmieri would have stayed. Now he might leave and all this. Kyle Palmieri is 34 years old. Like, okay, if he leaves, he leaves. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
so be it.
yeah, 34
Like,
years old. That allows
he's
him
not
to bring in some
24.
more
He's
people.
34. Like, stop.
Bring in some
Like,
younger guys.
hey, thank you.
Well, we want to thank you all for sticking with us on Friday night tonight. We come here, hang out. We're watching the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. We wanted to touch on that perfect game by Florida that destroyed the Hurricanes. They look more like a tropical storm than a hurricane, but hey, you know what? Maybe it'll re-strengthen the hurricane and they'll come back with full force and unleash some fury on these guys, because I'd like to see them fight back a little bit and get swept. So, anyhow, thanks for sticking with us. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're all over the place. Come on back for the next
Memorial
episode.
Day, everyone.
That's right. Happy Memorial Day. Don't drink too much, because you need to come back and hang out with us.
Take an Uber.
Yes, that's right. Don't get drink and drive. We will see you all next time. Thank you very much. Peace.